Hennythemoor reporting live from the liquor store. How's everybody doing this fine Wednesday morning, man? It's hump day. And like I know y'all probably looking like, damn, Henny, like you're on early today, man. What's going on? Well, man, I had to switch up my schedule a little bit. Got some things going on uh, with the health of my grandson. He just got diagnosed uh, with COVID. So I know I had to stay at home today and look after his well-being. So this might be the only time that I can get in here and give y'all some quality Cowboys content. So I'm gonna take the opportunity while he's resting and preoccupied to come on here and give y'all some content, man. So if you're wondering why I had to come on here a little bit early, that's why. Keep us in your thoughts and prayers as well. But we got a bunch of good news, a bunch of good little tidbits going on around the league. And to no surprise at all, Dak Prescott has already taken young Trey Lance under his wings, is already trying to help him develop into a better quarterback. And I want to talk about that, man. I want to talk about Dak Prescott as a mentor. I want to talk about, the relationship they're already building and compare that to, how it was with him and Tony Romo. That is a situation all of itself. So I want to talk about that a little bit. Charlie Jones, what's up with you, man? They were stopping by showing love to the channel. JJ the Mind said, Ski Yee, what's up with you, my boy? They was stopping by showing love, man. My boy Neil said, slapped up the 15 Eagles fan before checking in. Yeah, you a real one for that, my boy. Salute to you. 55 S.A. Richburg said, what's up, Henny? What's up with you, man? Chris Davis said, what's up, Henny? What's up with you, man? JJ the Mind, I know you're going through it too, man. I hope you get to feeling better as well, man. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you for the support, Neil. Jane Haven said, what's up, man? Hey, I thank you, man. I thank you for loving the show. I appreciate that. So, hey, man, just a couple things when y'all slide to the liquor store, because for some reason it's not showing all my comments in the chat box right now. So I have to jump back and forth, in between the actual program and YouTube. But don't trip, I'm gonna get y'all. But hey, there's just a couple things I need y'all to do when y'all slide to the liquor store. First and foremost, hit that like button. The more likes that a YouTube video gets, the more that YouTube promotes it. So make sure you hit that like button. I know it's not everybody can donate, not everybody can do this or that to support the raffles. But liking and sharing is free. Just make sure you hit that like button for me, man. Said Jane Haven said, how do I get a wrench? Just ask. I'm gonna give you one. Just make sure when I go live, you come in here. Because if you're gonna be a moderator, I need you present on the shows. So there goes your wrench, James Evans. They were stopping by showing love. And Dak on Filthy, I'm gonna go ahead and give you one too. So welcome Dak on Filthy and welcome Jane Havens to the liquor store. Yeah, hey, if we hire you for a job, I just need you to slide on in. That's it. Thank you. Hey, thank y'all for the support, man. So yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you hit that share button. And remember, we are practicing manifestation inside the liquor store. We are trying to manifest that 6th championship, right? So I know you can only like the content once, but you can share it as many times as you want. So share it at least 6 times so we can manifest this 6th championship. It could be the 6 different Facebook groups. It could be the 6 different social media platforms, 6 different group chats. Don't matter. Just share the content 6 times, and we Gucci, man. So make sure you share, make sure you like, and most importantly, man, slap the shit out of an Eagles fan. Because if you slap the shit out of an Eagles fan, man, I will be able to give you half off on all the merchandise inside the liquor store. And we got exactly what you need to succeed, man. We got cow burritos, we got hen, we got gin, and everything else under the sun that can make you sin. So tap in and come get drunk off this Dallas Cowboys content with your boy Hennythemoor inside the liquor store. Yeah, man, Dak finna go off. Israel, what's up with you, man? They were stopping in, coming home, man. James said he done cussed out 3 Eagles fans. The next count. I tell you what, for every 3 Eagles fans that you cuss out, I'm gonna give you 1 slap. Matter of fact, for every 6. So find your 3 more Eagles fans to cuss out, and I'll count that as a slap. So since we are practicing manifestation, I'll let six Eagles fans that you cuss out equal to one that you slap. Yo, what's up with you, Joe? He said, "What's up, Hennythemoor? I'm sharing, pushing the like button, slapped a million Eagles fans." Well, you doing population control, man. You done slapped the shit out of a million Eagles fans, man. Like, we good. It should be very quiet out here, out here in these Twitter streets and on these social media platforms. There, you just slap that many of them. So, let's go ahead and talk about, the reports, right? And listen, Patrick No C has reported, because they are still practicing. What people do not know, they are practicing right now, right? They're practicing early on in the morning so that they could beat that Texas Heat. So let me go ahead and share this. Usually I just go ahead and screenshot, but there was some videos I wanted to play for y'all. They're all on Twitter. So I'm just going to screenshot this stuff so you can see what I see. Right. And this is from the page of Patrick No C Walker, part of Voice of the Star. He is a Dallas Cowboys insider. Really, listen, man, he really knew media, we're being honest. He really knew media, but he got his feet on the ground out there at the Star. They practicing early to beat this Texas Heat because it gets hot as hell in the summer. But what he wanted to point out, if you read this right here, Dak Prescott, Cooper Rush, and the Cowboys staff demonstrating drills to Trey Lance. Right, so they bring him in. He's not familiar with how they practice, with what they're learning in this particular set. So they're walking him through it. Patrick No C though pointed out that Prescott was vocal and keyed in on making sure Lance was progressing from drill to drill. So all that talk they were talking about, like Dak Prescott felt threatened. Dak Prescott felt some type of way about Trey Lance being brought in. That's the furthest thing from the truth. Day one, and he's already, going out of his way to make sure that Trey Lance is good. He's going out of his way to make sure that Trey Lance, understands, what's going on around him. And, that means a lot. I bet it means a lot to Trey Lance. It means a lot to the character of Dak Prescott as a quarterback and really as a person, man. James said, Henny, I see they kept Hunter Lumpke. What is their plan? They're going to probably utilize Hunter as a fullback. There are a lot of, and listen, some of the best plays in a zone run scheme, because we have switched to a zone run, a primarily zone run blocking scheme. Some of the best zone run schemes involve a fullback. So, some of the best plays in the zone run scheme involve a fullback. So, I could definitely see him on the field a lot as a lead blocker. And situationally, I could see him as a short yardage running back. So I think that he'll do more blocking and more, I think he'll be on the field a lot to lead block. And then, I think that the short yardage stuff will come sparingly. Because, Rico Dowd is not a little person either. So, it's not like they got to completely take him out the game or anything to on the goal line. Because Tony Pollard has 4.3 speed, if you wanted to run him on the edges in the goal line, you still could do that. So I think sparingly they'll put him in. I think sparingly they'll put him in on the for short yardage things. But hell, the beautiful thing about it, if you play Hunter Lumpke and you keep a fullback out there regularly, when you do hand it to the fullback, it's more effective, right? If he's in there a large majority of the snaps, lead blocking, it's not going to they're not going to be able to key into when you actually hand the ball from the fullback spot. So that's how I would prefer them to use him. He said, "Oh, Henny, I was asking y'all yesterday, would you want Trey to go to the XFL or USFL to the available year to bring him back up? If it was that easy, I would. If it was that easy, I would. But, I don't really know how that works. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they can send him down to the XFL and then retain his rights. Right? I don't know how they work. If they ever develop a farm system for the NFL where they can give young prospects that haven't played a lot of football, some burn and then bring them back to the active roster, I would like that. Do I think he can be another Moose? There's only one Moose, but I can think he can do Moose things for us. The Moose was a monster. So, I'm not going to disrespect Moose and say he can be another Moose, but, I think he can do some Moose things for us. So, listen. Can we all just say that Dak Prescott is a good leader, a good person, a good man? Right? We can clearly see that. Because this is them going through there. There's a couple more images. Right? He's right here in Trey face talking to Trey. Like Trey looking at him as he goes through this. As he said, he was walking them through it, making sure that he was progressing through the drill the way they wanted. And it looks like here they're probably just working on their dropbacks. We know in Mike McCarthy's system, it's the West Coast offense. It's all tied to the feet of the quarterback. The routes are, if you're getting to a 3-step drop, it should be 1-2. Get that back foot planted on the third. Your first guy should be open. Your first read should be open at that point. And if he's not, then you can progress to the second or progress to the third read in the play. So within a West Coast system, a majority of what they do is tied to the drop back in terms of passing. So that is a very important part that they're probably working on. So you gotta get your drop backs down. You gotta get your steps down. But he's helping them through it. It's not going to be overnight. But the fact that he is even willing to take the time out to help him speaks volumes, right? So I don't want y'all to understand this. Dak Prescott, his mentor was Mark Sanchez. What's up with you, Tommy Montoya? His mentor was Mark Sanchez, because Tony Romo did not want any parts of trying to guide Dak Prescott and trying to bring him along and trying to help him develop as a quarterback. I know a lot of people say, like during Dak Prescott's rookie year, that the only reason that he was any good was because he had Tony Romo in his ear. And that is the farthest thing, from the truth, right? That's the farthest thing. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Matter of fact, you should have been, listen, Mr. Richburg, you should have had a wrench a long time ago. So if you don't got a wrench, that is my bad. But hey, y'all welcome Mr. Richburg, to the wrench gang, man. He definitely deserves it. He always supports. He's always in the chat box. So y'all definitely make sure, to show Mr. Richburg some love and welcome him to the wrench gang. He definitely deserves it. Israel said, how long do you think a quarterback should wait till he start playing? Think back in the day, it was 4 years, Henny. It depends on the quarterback. Because if you're, like the first pick in the draft, if you're the first quarterback taken, and you've actually, and listen, Trey Lance is a very unique situation, because Trey Lance, only started 1 year in college. He only had one year of college, and they usually would not have drafted a quarterback that high. But they had a COVID year. The second year he would have started, he didn't get a chance to play that year. So he would at least had 2 years of starting under his belt, which is fine with me. Since his quarterbacks can't go one and done. So Trey Lance is actually in a very unique situation, because usually, nobody would have this few reps, these few snaps, and still be a top 3 pick. You know what I mean? So it was extenuating circumstances with Trey Lance. But of course, he had the COVID year. Then he had 2 years of being injured because he broke his finger his rookie year, broke his ankle his sophomore year in the NFL. So Trey Lance is in a unique situation because he didn't even have the opportunity. If they wanted to play Trey Lance, they really didn't have opportunity to do so. So, depending on how much you played in high school and college, you might be able to come in, and play and just take your lumps and develop. And then, depending on if you didn't get that many reps, depending on what kind of system you came from, and depending on the quarterback that you have in front of you, because you have a quarterback that's good enough to start and good enough to compete with, I don't mind, you sitting behind him and learning from him. But you also got to remember, it's good for Trey Lance to be in Dallas over San Francisco because he actually has a good quarterback to learn from. Even with Jimmy Garoppolo winning games, nobody considered Jimmy Garoppolo to be a top 10 quarterback. Nobody considered Jimmy Garoppolo to be a good quarterback or a top 10 quarterback. So when you look at the guys that he sat behind, it was Jimmy Garoppolo. It was, this year it would have been Sam Darnold, would have been a veteran. He would have been learning from. Right, Brock Purdy was Mr. Irrelevant. You can't learn anything from a 7th-round pick. So who was he supposed to be learning from? Right, who was he supposed to be learning from outside of Shanahan? And Shanahan doesn't go on the field and throw these passes. It's different, being in the game, seeing the play develop, seeing things, happen at game speed, and learning from somebody with that experience than it is just learning from your head coach, that's been sitting on the sideline. Not saying that Shanahan, isn't a good coach, but it's levels. So Trey Lance is actually learning from a former Rookie of the Year. He's learning from a 2-time Pro Bowler. He's learning from a Walter Payton Man of the Year guy. He's learning from the Dallas Cowboys franchise leader in passing touchdowns for a season. He's learning from the Dallas Cowboys all-time rushing touchdown leader from the quarterback position. Like when you look at Dak Prescott's resume, right? Like he is the best quarterback, that he's ever been around. Yeah, what's up with you, my boy? I see you stopping by showing love to the liquor store, man. Thank you for saluting Dummy Talk. And hey, y'all make sure y'all follow my boy over at Dummy Talk, man. Make sure y'all go follow my boy, give him a like and subscribe over there at his platform, man. He said, hey, what's up, Miss Patrice? Jose said Niners about to run Purdy to the ground, trying to be right. And listen, I am, because that's a whole different topic, but they're going to put a lot of weight on a quarterback, that's coming back from an elbow injury. Like he's coming right back from Tommy John's injury. He does not have a lot of snaps on his belt either. So I'm gonna be really interested to see, how that pans out, like realistically. So Dak Prescott is being a mentor, and a helping hand, to Trey Lance, as he should, right? You even see Trey Lance himself say that Dak Prescott welcomed him with open arms, right? They asked Dak, they asked him, he said that Dak Prescott, welcomed him with open arms. He said it meant the world to him. And he said he was ready to learn from him. What kind of person Dak Prescott was. He wanted to learn to be a person like that. He wanted to learn to be a football player like him. So it's a good. They both seem like genuinely good people. People talk about Dak Prescott and what he has not accomplished in terms of winning a Super Bowl, but people never talk about his integrity. People never People never question his leadership ability. People never question, if he's a stand-up guy. He is that. But, I want to segue this, right? Because he is being the mentor to Trey Lance that Tony Romo was not to him. And, hey, first and foremost, I did not ask this question to Dez Bryant. This content is originally asked by my brother Jay Tuck. If y'all have not yet went over there to Cowboys Fan Talk, Cowboys Fans Only, and subscribe to Jay Tuck page, you should. My boy over there doing big things on this platform. But, I'm borrowing this because this was from a Dez Bryant space, from Personal Corner space. He asked Dez Bryant a question up front in regards to Tony Romo. So let me get to it. All right, so I need to play this one first and then play this one. Gregory Williams, do you think Dak is ready to get out of Dallas? Seems like JJ has never really accepted him. Dak Prescott is ready to get paid. Dak Prescott statistically is a top 10 quarterback. The rest of the NFL, voted him as a top 10 quarterback this year. And I know people don't look at it this way, but he's one of the few active quarterbacks in the NFL that has multiple playoff wins. He's one of the few quarterbacks in the NFL that has multiple playoff wins. So, yeah, Dummy Talk, you can't trade a person that has a no trade clause. So, I know that you've never been a big Dak Prescott fan, but, realistically, you can't trade a person that has a no trade clause unless they want to be traded. You also can't cut him because he's owed a lot of dead money and you also cannot tag him because it's in his contract as well. So realistically, the only way for Dak Prescott to leave Dallas if he wants to leave Dallas. So he still has all the leverage in terms of contract talks, being on this team, yada yada, so forth, so on and so forth. But that's neither here nor there. We're actually here to discuss, this video right here that I'm finna play. What's up with you, June Broom Sports? Thank you for stopping by and showing love. That's my boy though, man. Like that's my boy in real life. That's my partner. You know what I'm saying? Like we disagree about Dak Prescott, but he's still my homeboy. That's still my brother right there, man. Oh no, y'all. Hey, hold on. Like yeah, that's my partner for real. He trolling a little bit, but y'all don't snipe him. Yeah, y'all don't snipe him. Hold on. Let me bring him back. That way you can't snipe him. There you go. All right. All right. So let me pull this up here. I'm finna play this video. First and foremost, let me stop this music a little bit. All right, there we go.
There's always been this thing that Dak's rookie year, he was only successful because Romo was in his ear helping him the entire time. Was that the case or was that not the case?
Oh my God! Why the hell did you ask me that?
I mean, can you say he
Man,
wasn't
you know
at
what?
practice?
Hey, you know what? Like I said, man, I don't have no, strings attached to nothing. And, like I'm not hurting anybody's feelings. I'm just keeping it real. No, no,
Okay, that's all you got to
no.
say. That's all you got to say.
Like, no. Like, no. I'm just going to say no.
Okay, that's all we need. Sorry about that, Bright. I had to ask.
No.
There's
It got to a point to where, shit, Romo wasn't even coming to practice. He wasn't coming at all. Like none of that shit got reported in the news, in the media or whatever the case might be. Not, and I swear to God, I'm not dry snitching, but I'm just we talking about how real these situations be. Because that can fuck you up mentally. You get what I'm saying? Like, man, I could really go real deep with this shit. Like, and I'm talking about like I'm in this situation. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm getting these questions. Like, man, how is this passes? Is they low? Is they hard? Is they like real talk? And it's like, damn, I'm like, I feel sorry. Like it ain't my decision. I'm not in control. Like going around asking all of the players, like, you know, it's just the weirdest shit ever. Just put it that way. Just weird. It's weird.
All right, so you heard it out of the horse's mouth. Oh, that was Dez Bryant. Like that was Dez Bryant talking. This is if you look down here at the left hand, that's Dez Bryant. That was Dez Bryant Avi on Twitter. So Dez got his own platform called Personal Quarter. If you go on there, when he's in a space, he'll let you ask some questions. He'll interact with you, so on and so forth. So pretty much Jay Tuck. Shout out to Jay Tuck. He's the one that asked the question. Like he's the one that sparked that off. He asked that question. So yeah, man. So what are y'all thoughts about that? Knowing that knowing what Dez Bryant said, in regards to that. He said, notice the Cowboys don't really speak about Romo as they do all other Cowboys from the past. Yeah, listen, Dez Bryant had no parts, you know. Hey, so yeah, Dez Bryant, had no like Dez Bryant said, he had no parts, in his development as a quarterback. He did not want any parts of that. And listen, I do understand. It takes a strong person, to help train up the guy that's going to take your job. It takes a strong person to do that. Now, I'm not saying that Trey Lance is a threat to take Dak Prescott's job anytime soon. But what's up with you, Dwayne Brown? They were stopping by and showing love to the channel. Hey, shout out to my boy Charlie Jones for the $5 super chat, man. Thank you for showing love and rocking with me, man. And hey, they got you another raffle entry. They got you another raffle entry for the Dallas Cowboy jacket or pullover. So let me take a look. Let me get you updated. And if y'all wondering why I have not put his super chat up, the relay in the actual app is acting a donkey. So I have not been able to even view these in the actual chat. So I'm actually going back and forth in between the program and the actual YouTube page. So y'all bear with me. So all right, so there it goes. So Charlie Jones, that is your 9th raffle entry. So salute to you. If y'all want to be like my boy Charlie Jones and improve your odds of winning the Dallas Cowboy jacket or pullover, man, hit that cash app, hit them super chats, hit them super stickers, man. Salute to y'all. So listen, Dak Prescott has already shown the maturity. Yeah, y'all can see the super chats on the thing. I usually when people super chat, I try and put it up on the screen where you see me at, and then answer the question from there. But my relay is sort of acting a donkey right now. It's probably time that I switched out my app. It's easy plug and play. For restream, but I want to bring better quality content to y'all. So I think I might just go the extra step, and get a better program. I probably just holler at landlord, see what kind of program he's been using. He always has, good. Good content, good shows, very visually appealing. So I think I might go that route. Yeah, but listen, yeah, his job is not in jeopardy. Especially not this year. Trey Lance has not played enough football yet. Trey Lance, has not even figured out, who he is as a player. So you got to definitely he got to definitely grow a little bit more before he can be a starter for anybody, let alone the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, Dak had a strong mentality. He's a leader of men, and you also got to remember, like Dak Prescott has a degree in leadership. He has a degree in leadership. So again, I'm gonna play these two little videos one more time. I'll play these two videos one more time. Yeah, I'm play these two videos one more time just for anybody that's late. We were discussing how Dak Prescott has already taken, well, you be careful, man. Don't go out there and overreact. Don't do anything to get yourself, put in jail, right? Because she gonna need you on the outside, kinfolk, too. So, handle it accordingly. Go get your daughter. I pray that everything gets better. But don't do anything, to jeopardize your freedom. I know you don't play about your child, but she gonna need you. So yeah, man. But best of luck. Let me know how it goes, brother. Said, do I think it's as good as the 90s team? That's hard to say. You got to think about, we had so many guys that are currently in the Hall of Fame that played on our 90s teams. Right? Hey, shout out to the lunatic for the $2 super chat. Was actually a cash app. Shout out to the lunatic for the $2 cash app. And hey, the lunatic, you got a raffle entry now. They built up, so you got a raffle entry now. He said, "Let's go, DC4L." Salute to you, man. Thank you for tapping in and showing love. If y'all want to be like my boy, the lunatic, and improve your odds of winning the Dallas Cowboy jacket or pull over, man, make sure you hit the cash app with a super chat. But, you know, Emmitt Smith is in the Hall of Fame. Michael Irvin is in the Hall of Fame. Troy Aikman is in the Hall of Fame. You know, we got offensive linemen from that team in the Hall of Fame. Charles Haley, right? Charles Haley. Deion Sanders was on our last Super Bowl team. Right? We got so many great players. So, you know, that is a I think we're very deep. I think we're very deep. I think we're very talented. But, you know, we got certified Hall of Famers. Yeah, Larry Allen. We got all kinds of guys that were, you know, best of the best at their position in the 90s. So, you know, I'm not going to say that just yet, but we probably have one of the better teams since then. This is probably one of our better teams since the 90s. All right, so we're gonna play this. We're gonna play these videos one more time. If y'all did not see, you know, we're talking about. What's up with you, JR? I see you, my boy. They were stopping by, showing love to the channel. Damien Crow said it's the best roster ever for the Cowboys. Okay, I can dig it. I can dig it. I can dig it. I can dig it. Said Darren Posey from DMV. What's good? What's up with y'all, man? What's up with you, Jay Lombardi? I see you, my boy. Thank you for stopping by and showing love. But hey, man, I need y'all to get these likes in order, man. I got 83 of y'all watching on YouTube. I only got 42 likes. You're hurting my heart now. You're hurting my heart. You're gonna make me sad. You're gonna make me sad. So please, if you have not already, hit that like button on the channel. Hit that like button. If you ain't already, share the content. Share the content. If you ain't already, slap the shit out of an Eagles fan to get your liquor store discount. You do that as well. And if you ain't entered for an opportunity to win that jacket, you know, hit that cash app, hit them super chats, hit them super stickers. But yeah, I'm gonna play this one more. I'm gonna play these one more again. In case anybody is wondering what's going on, you know, Dak Prescott has already taken Trey Lance under his wing, as reported by Patrick Nosey. You know, he spent extra time working with him, making sure that he's, you know, getting through the drills, you know, properly and everything else. So he's been vocal. You know, he's been definitely, you know, taking him in as a leader. So, you know, I just wanted to compare that to what Dez Bryant had to say about how Tony Romo treated Dak Prescott. They said about 25 minutes left before they named the players back on the practice squad. But
there's always been this thing that, you know, Dak's rookie year, he was only successful because Romo was in his ear helping him the entire time. Was that the case or was that not the case?
Oh my God! Why the hell did you ask me that?
I mean, can you say he
Man,
wasn't
you know
at
what?
practice?
Hey, you know what? Like I said, man, I don't have no, you know, strings attached to nothing, and you know, like I'm not hurting anybody's feelings. I'm just keeping it real. No, no,
Okay, that's all you got to
no.
say. That's all you got to say.
Like, no. Like, no. I'm just gonna say no.
Okay, that's all we need. Sorry about that, Bright. I had to ask.
No. Coming at all.
Damn.
Like, none of that shit got reported. It got to a point to where shit, Romo wasn't even coming to practice. He wasn't coming at all.
Damn.
Like, none of that shit got reported in the news, you know, in the media or whatever the case might be. Not, you know, and I swear to God, I'm not dry snitching, but we talking about how we talking about how real these situations be. You know, because that can fuck you up mentally. You get what I'm saying? Like, man, I could really go real deep with this shit. Like, and I'm talking about, like, I'm in this situation. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm getting these questions. Like, man, you know, how's this passes? Is they low? Is they hard? Is they, like, real talk? And it's like, damn, I'm like, I feel sorry. Like, it ain't my decision. I'm not in control. Like, going around asking all of the players, like, you know, it's just the weirdest shit ever. Just put it that way. Just weird. It's weird. It got to a point to where Shit, Romo wasn't even coming to practice. He wasn't coming.
All right, so we've heard it again at this point. Tony Romo wanted no part in raising up Dak Prescott. Also, shout out to my boy for the $5 super chat. My boy Darren Posey from the DMV said he just buying some cheap vodka. Well, man, you actually just bought yourself some cheap vodka, and you bought yourself a raffle entry for the Dallas Cowboy jacket or pullover, man, that we'll be drawing on Sunday this weekend. So thank you for the support. If y'all want to be like my boy Darren Sutton and improve your odds of winning the Dallas Cowboy jacket or pullover, man, make sure you hit that like button or hit that share button, my guy. I'm tripping. Make sure you hit that cash app or that super chat. I'm wilding. But yeah, I'm glad that Jay Tuck asked that question. If y'all didn't know who that was that asked the question, that was Jay Tuck, right? So more power to him. Thank God for Jay Tuck. But yeah, man, like Tony Romo was not in Dak Prescott's ear. Tony Romo was not trying to help him succeed. Tony Romo didn't want to see that boy take those snaps, win those games. Right? They didn't want to see him do nothing. He wanted his job back, man. Like he wanted his job back. So, Dak Prescott is at least going about it the right way. He is at least trying to be a good person to Trey Lance. He is at least trying to be a good mentor, a good person to look up to and help him in his development. Yeah, I'm pissed about Lynn too. That was horrible roster maneuvering. I would have did everything in my power to keep Trey Lance on this team. But hey, shout out to Craven Cowboy for sliding in and showing love to the channel. Salute to y'all, man. So can we go ahead and put this down? We won't know. We won't know until about 11 o'clock. So we're 12 minutes away, from knowing, who made it back on the roster unscathed. Yeah, excuse me. So yeah, we're about 11 minutes now away from that. Darlene said we could put this down. The Cowboys are going to win the division. The Eagles. Hell, I take that bet. So, I'm trying to see if there's any news. Well, one person we know for a fact that will not be back is Will Grier. Will Grier actually got picked up by the Bengals. According to Adam Schefter, Will Grier, who threw for 305 yards, ran for 45 more his final game with Dallas, is signing with the Bengals practice squad. I know, right, man? What's up with you, B-Bird? They were stopping by showing love. Michael Nelson, what's up with you? Damn Dizzle, what's good with y'all, man? Thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank you for coming in, showing some love, showing some support. Yeah, so I am thankful for Will Grier for what he did. I definitely thought he should have still been on this roster. I would have kept Will Grier over Cooper Rush. But also, I do want y'all to know something. I'm going to stop this stream in 10 minutes, right? Because my brother Landlord from Alabama is going to be going live. So when Landlord goes live, I want all y'all to jump ship. I want y'all, we club hopping on a Wednesday morning. Y'all just came to the liquor store, rocked out with me, right? So after that, I'm gonna need y'all to go and go to Landlord Show, say HTM Raid, and let them know that y'all slid over there from rocking with us, man. He said, My boy JR. Hey, shout out to you for the $5 super chat. He said thoughts on Noah better for our team than KJ. Agreed. Trey ready to take QB1 slot if Dak is hurt now, like suggested last night on the final word. No. Hell no. I don't think he's ready. If he got hurt, listen, Dak Prescott got hurt this season, they would still put Cooper Rush in over Trey Lance. Trey Lance will have to first show that he is even capable of being quarterback 2. Because on the depth chart, right, as they have him listed right now, Trey Lance is not going to even be active on game days. He's right now. Trey Lance is the emergency quarterback. So Dak Prescott is currently ahead of him on the depth chart, and Cooper Rush is currently ahead of him on the depth chart. So, theoretically, both of them will have to get hurt first before Trey Lance can even play on game day. Because the third quarterback's roster spot does not take up a space on game day, but they also cannot play until the 2 quarterbacks that are listed ahead of him go down. What's up with you, Stephen Austin? What's up with you? Craven Cowboy said, right, Henny, seeing the pics of the quarterbacks makes me wish it was Greer and not Rush. No hate on Rush, though. I mean, Will Greer and Dak Prescott have closer skill sets to Trey Lance than Cooper Rush does. Right? They play the same. Like Will Greer will scramble and make plays out the pocket. You can run the RPO with Will Greer. You can, move the lunch point, move the pocket for them, all those things. Like you can't do that for Cooper Rush. He lacks the athleticism to do that. So you can do that with Dak, you can do that with Will Greer, and of course you can do that with Trey Lance because his athleticism is why he got coveted. His athleticism is why he got coveted. So But shout out, that was a great question. Yeah, I don't think he's ready. As for the Noah question, I haven't seen a lot of him. Listen, he's the same. He's the same person as not saying like personality wise, right? They're completely different personality wise, but they're the same, person in regards to how their career is gone, right? Not Trey Lance, but Noah's career has not lived up to the hype of being, a first round pick. Kelvin Jones would not live up to the hype of being a second round pick. So, and listen, athletically, they're both good, right? Because 40 time anyway, Kelvin Jones was a little bit faster. KJ ran a 4.35. He ran about a 4.48. Noah did. So, I don't necessarily, but he is a guy that can play on the outside. He's an outside corner. They were more viewing Kelvin Joseph as a slot. So, they went and got somebody that can fill in for a need where they needed it at because they brought Jordan Lewis back. They got a veteran slot that can back up the run playing. So, yeah, I think so too, Tyron Church. Probably the wrong spot for both players. That's why they went ahead and just swapped them out. They just swapped them out, and they're just hoping that the change of scenery is going to be something that help them boys out. Oh, by the way, JR, that was your 5th raffle entry, man. So salute to you, and thank you for coming over, showing love, and rocking with us in the liquor store, man. We got a football player and Noah, second round rapper. Well, listen, you could say, yeah, Nation Wright is going to the IR. Nation Wright and Walesko are both going to the IR. They had to make the initial 53-man roster, in order to be placed on IR with a destination to return. Because remember, they also placed Josh Ball on IR, but because they did not let him make the original 53-man roster, Josh Ball has to be gone the entire season. They can't bring him back. They can't bring him back. So they can see Walesko recovering from their shoulder and being back and able to contribute. They can see Nation Wright, who has a high ankle sprain, recovering and being able to come back and rock out. Hey, shout out to my boy Mr. Richburg for the $2 super sticker. You know, it's two fist bumps. Thank you for the love, man. You know I rock with you, man. You know I rock with you. So I appreciate you for rocking with me. So remember, in 4 minutes, right? I need all y'all. That 85 folks in there, 90 folks in here. I need all 90 of y'all plus myself. We're all gonna go over the Landlord from Alabama page, right? When his show goes live, we're gonna say, we're gonna say HTM raid, and we're gonna go over there and show that boy some love. Shout out to B Bird, man, for the $5 super chat. B Bird said it depends on which game Dak get hurt in. Trade move to the number 2 spot will be Jerry's decision, not Mike's. Well, we know that Jerry is wrong about a lot of things. But you know, like if Jerry pushes this, he's going to set Trey Lance up for failure. Because what I want Trey Lance to be in position to be successful if he was to come in for Dak Prescott, right? Because I want him to be successful if he had to come in for Dak Prescott. If Trey Lance goes out there and he looks worse than Cooper Rush, or he looks, and he looks bad, that's going to derail any confidence that Dak Prescott and the coaching staff have helped build in him. So I would rather them take their time to put Trey Lance out there and put him and wait till he's developed more, be successful, put good film out, right, when you actually get out there. Don't just throw him into the fire because you can. Right, one of the reasons why Trey Lance is in a perfect position for him is because there's no pressure or no rush on him trying to be the starting quarterback right now. So I don't want them to rush Trey Lance. If Trey Lance is ready, cool. But Jerry Jones does not need to meddle in the development of Trey Lance. Mike Greenberg be wilding. But listen, I don't ever know these things until y'all tell me, because I don't watch those people's shows. Like when Landlord goes live, I'm finna watch his show because I respect Landlord's opinion about things, and I respect him as a man. I know he ain't no clickbaiter, he ain't no hater, he ain't no faker. Like Landlord is a real one. I respect him and his content. I don't watch these other folks. I watch West Coast. I watch the Final Word and things like that. I don't watch the fossils that's sitting up there, with these scripts that they got to read and follow. Don't even be telling you how they really feel about situations. I rock with folks who have that have their actual opinions. Whether you agree with their opinions or not, at least for a fact they really believe that. They ain't no cartoon characters or nothing, the folks that I watch. So yeah, with that said, we gonna go watch an actual content creator, right? It's a minute and some change away before my brother Landlord goes live. So y'all make sure we gonna go over there. We gonna say HTM Raid in his chat box. What's up with you, Lisa? Hey, we club hopping. I'm finna shut the liquor store down. We finna go to the trap. So hey, when y'all get to the trap, y'all say HTM Raid in the chat box. Let them know that you just came from the liquor store and you show my brother Landlord some love, man. Y'all make sure y'all like and share and donate over there as well. It's 11 o'clock. My brother finna jump on. I'm finna go over there and support my brother. I'ma holler at y'all. I see y'all in the trap, man.